What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Now, I want to give you a quick update on what Bitcoin's price is doing because it is making a pretty interesting move now that it is kind of getting rejected off of a key level that I think you need to be aware of. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time at all and let's get straight into the video. Now, guys, please don't forget, if you do want to trade some Bitcoin yourself, you can use the CoinW link down in the description below. You don't need to KYC, meaning you don't need to give them any of your personal information. You can just deposit funds and start trading. And not only will you get access to up to $30,000 in rewards, which is absolutely ridiculous, but you're also going to be able to get access to our free trading group, which does come with the CoinW link down below, which as well is going to come with, pro trading charts, market updates, spot trade signals, swing trade signals, scalp trade signals, live streams that happen on a rather consistent basis, going over tutorials, learning about trading, live trading, and much more. Absolutely ridiculous value. So do again go sign up with the CoinW link down in the description below. Do not pass up on that opportunity. That is a ridiculous amount of value. Okay, so with that in mind though, let's start off with Bitcoin and let's see what is happening today. So what we talked about in the last video was, listen guys, although the breakout was great, and although what we were seeing was fantastic, I mean, this was a beautiful move that we made here. What I told you all was that you needed to watch incredibly closely what happened at the $64,670 level, or roughly $65,000 if you want to push it up just a little bit. Now, the reason we said that is because, look, at any given point, Bitcoin's price still might get rejected off of this 618 to 786 zone and get forced to the downside and kind of consolidate downwards a little bit before eventually looking to find that higher low into continuation to the upside. I said the hardest part of resistance, the strongest part of resistance, the strongest and most likely thing to reject Bitcoin's price once it breaks to the upside is a 618 to 786 box. And guys, you can see that is exactly what is happening right now. Bitcoin's price got that breakout. It then found some resistance here. It tried to clear the 786 zone but failed, and then inevitably did now push towards the downside. Now, let me tell you what generally happens during this phase of the market so I can at least tell you exactly why I'm doing what I'm doing. So personally speaking, I'm actually going to start accumulating a little bit of Bitcoin really soon here. I don't have an exact time when yet. I'm kind of just playing it by how I feel, maybe, right? I know that's kind of sucky to say on YouTube because it doesn't really give you like an objective moment in which you could possibly be buying based off what I'm buying, but I'm just basing it off of how I feel, and I'm not buying just yet. I might pick up a little bit today, but maybe kind of hoping I can pick it up a little bit lower, somewhere under, sub $62,000. And the reason that I'm buying is because generally what happens in a situation like this, okay, from what I've studied at least, is that Bitcoin is now on track to set in a higher low. Okay, I'm under the belief that Bitcoin is now going to set a higher low than it's set at $56.8 to $56.6 thousand. I don't know exactly where that's going to be. There's really no way of knowing. It could literally go as low as, if we draw this all the way out, it could go as low as $59,000 to $58,000 before finding any true support. Okay, it might hit all the way back down towards the 618 to 786 box before looking to bounce, and that's totally fine. But generally speaking, it will find some sort of macro, or let's call it actually a midterm higher low. Okay, now what that means for me is that at some point I think we're actually going to see Bitcoin's price bounce. I actually do think that Bitcoin is going to try to recover towards the upside here and try to make a move back towards, the $68,000, $69,000, $70,000 level. And because of that, knowing that we could be on track now to set this higher low, I am going to start looking to accumulate a little bit more Bitcoin as we do head towards the bottom side. Now, you guys know I'm not going to be doing a lot of buying now. I'm not doing a lot of buying at any one of these given points. And the reason being is that, guys, we were doing our buying here. We were doing our buying here. We were buying towards the bottom side of this channel, waiting for the breakout. So now that the breakout's here, we're just going to kind of bask in our profits and let Bitcoin's price run a little bit and allow those profits to grow and, stuff without raising our average cost up to the breakout point. That would kind of be a waste in my opinion, right? And so because of that, yes, I am doing a little bit of accumulating now that we are starting to pull back, but nothing too major, okay? But my overall prediction and my overall assumption here is that Bitcoin is now, although going to maybe, head down a little bit lower, I do expect that it will find this higher low at some point and make this return back up to retest $65,000, at which point then we should be looking, okay, is it going to break out? And if it does break out, then obviously we have these higher price targets towards the upside, which could be as high as $75,000. So generally very simple, just kind of sitting back watching, maybe slow accumulation, small accumulation along the way down, waiting for this inevitable higher low, waiting for the return back up to 65K, and then that's when I'll start to make some bigger moves going forward from there. Now, the only invalidation that could come from here is that if Bitcoin's price does obviously come all the way back down and start losing like 57.75K, if we see Bitcoin's price go all the way down here, then maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe we are going to see the longer term continuation of this downtrend, and this isn't going to be the end of the downtrend, and then we're going to really have to start accumulating, because at that point, I think at that point, then we're at the bottom of this move, right? And so one way or another, it's a win-win in my opinion. We're either going to slowly trickle down, set the higher low, and continue upwards, or we're going to get one more bigger move to the downside, and then from there, I am extremely confident that the bounce to the upside is on the way. So overall, on the red day, still buying, still accumulating. I like what I'm seeing from Bitcoin, so I'm not too stressed at all. So that's about it for today's video. I know it was a little bit boring in terms of there not being that much price movement, but you guys know I like to keep you updated, you know, 5, 6, 7 times a week if possible. And so if you do enjoy these updates where we're talking about Bitcoin, if we're talking about Solana, Render, HBAR, Jasmy, Caspa, and much more, please do let me know down in the comments below, as well as liking this video and subscribing to the channel, so of course more people do see this video. But overall, guys, again, I have maybe 3 more videos that I have to post today, 2 more top like 50, top 100 cryptos, and then 1 newer microcap crypto later today. So make sure you do stop by and check those out. Sign up with the CoinW link down below with no KYC necessary to get up to $30,500. And of course, I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.